you're watching the big story. Breaking news that's coming in. The Kremlin has hit out at the United States after President Joe Biden equated his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, with dictator, saying the comment reflects Washington's unpredictable foreign policy. So that's the breaking development that is coming in. What we do understand right now is that the Kremlin spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, said in a media briefing that this is a very contradictory manifestation of US foreign policy, which points to a significant element of unpredictability. And this is, of course, coming following a trip to China by US Secretary of State Antony Blinken that made headway in strained Beijing. So that is the latest that we can tell you as far as this development is concerned, that Russia criticizes Biden's remarks. Biden likened Xi Jinping to dictators, and Russia says remarks reflect Washington. Kremlin criticizes Biden's comment likening China Xi to dictators. Now, just talking about the statement that was put out by Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov, my colleague Shinjoy joins me on the broadcast for more inputs on this. Shinjoy, very good afternoon. Clearly, this remark, how do you read into this? And with the fact that also Russia going on to criticize Biden's remarks?
Well, very clearly, Russia and China are not getting along with the Americans. And you could see that just the other day, you had the US Secretary of State in Beijing. And why is that? Because things are at an all-time low with the Chinese. And even the Russians, because of the war, it's got to a stage when the two countries are not on talking terms. The Americans are making it very clear, and the Ukrainians are following suit, that Russia has to vacate all of the Ukraine. And that's something Putin would not want to do. And not only that, Putin has moved some of his tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus. So all this has made things much more difficult for the two countries. Now, America and Russia have no equation at all. And with China and the Americans have very little equation.
Right, Shinjoy. Thank you very much for joining us on that breaking development and not only giving us those details, but also drawing things into perspective for our viewers. But for the moment, we leave it to that and shift our focus to the other story that we're tracking on the big